Yeah, just a bit of clarification for me. It's something that baffles my common sense. If you can explain, please, to Advocate Khumalo, I think Advocate Mshololo, I don't know, I can't remember with the other two colleagues. They put it to you that no two suspects ever entered your mother's house on that particular day. You heard that?
Ngibazwile besho njalo kodwa engizocela ukuthi bakuprove lokho.
I heard them saying that, but what my request is for them to prove that.
Yeah, actually, Advocate Khumalo says amongst yourselves in that house, 7 of you. I even added the young boy, is it Christopher?
Christian.
7 of you are the ones who killed Senzo. You heard that?
Cha futhi akunjalo. Akekho wabulala uSenzo lapha endlini sangenelo.
That's not the case, my lord. No one amongst us killed Senzo. They were intruders.
And futhi makuwukuthi bakholelwa yilokho bengingathanda ukuthi baze nayo iproof yokubonisa ukuthi akunamuntu owangena lapha endlini.
And if that is what they are saying, my lord, I would also then request them to bring proof that indeed there were no intruders there.
Futhi mawulandela, my lord, kwesinye isikhathi bathi khona abantu abangena, bayavuma ukuthi khona abantu abangena, kwesinye isikhathi baphinde bangibuza imibuzo yokuthi bangitshela ukuthi abekho abantu abangena. So lapho kuyaxeka ngempela.
The other thing, my lord, is when you follow on the one side they say that there were no intruders, and then on the other side they ask me questions with regards to intruders. So, my lord, there is just a contradiction there.
Yeah, the Advocate Mshololo actually says your version is a fabrication that there were any intruders. Remember that.
Ebengifisa ukwazi ukuthi ngabe sesithole nini isikhathi sokwakha lelo tulo. Ngoba futhi kwathi makusuka yonke into lapho mina abanye basebephumile nami ngaphuma emaphethelweni ngiya kwaMaphiri mangibuya ngaye esibhedlela mangibuya kunamaphoyisa endlini. So ngasiphi isikhathi la singafike khona sihlale phansi sithi nanti itulo siyalakha sizothi kanje emaphoyiseni. And by now I think amaphoyisa ahlakaniphe kakhulu ngabe sebeyitholile neloophole ukuthi besenamanga.
My lord, at which time, what I would like to know is to when and at which time did you then come together to come up with that conspiracy theory? Because the others had gone out. I was the last one to go out. We went to hospital. When I came back, there were police officers. So when did we sit down and come up with this conspiracy theory? Because even by now, my lord, the police are very smart. They would have been able to pick up the loophole.
Yeah, that's why I say it's baffling to me anyway. Because here are you, conspirators, as you say, planning to murder or kill Sizwe. You succeed in doing that, according to the assertion put, that the 7 of you must have or should have killed him. But then, what baffles me, Sizwe is taken...
Senzo, my lord.
Senzo is taken into the X6, as you call it, struggling. 2 of his friends, of the neighbor's friends, you say, they were struggling to lift him up into the back seat. Ultimately pull him into the back seat. And then Kelly comes and drives like a mad person, rushing to hospital with you and the other gentleman in the car. You frantically make it on time at the hospital because they declare Senzo deceased when he has already been in the ward. But what surprises me, why would you take all these efforts to save his life after having succeeded in killing him?
Kunjalo, my lord.
Then you take him to the hospital so that he must be saved. In other words, because what do you do if you take a person who's been shot to hospital? You want to save his life.
Yebo kunjalo, my lord.
And when you get there, okay, unfortunately Senzo deceases. Then you all go back into the house where you killed him. All of you. How? Can you explain that to me? Whether it makes sense.
Nami angixaka, my lord, ngoba hey kuningi asebekushilo nami okuvele nje kungiqeda amandla
It also baffles me, my lord, because there's quite a lot that I've already said that just makes me to
okay.
be powerless.
Yeah, because you also testify that you tried to staunch the wound on his chest.
Kunjalo, my lord.
That is correct, my
Try
lord.
and stop or limit the bleeding. Because we all know if you bleed from the chest, you bleed to death sometimes.
Kunjalo, my lord.
That's correct, my lord.
Okay. All right, let's come to some other aspect then. And you are saying there is an assertion. I speak under correction, Ms. Mshololo. It was put to you that you won't dispute that
Senzo. You, my lord.
Senzo, sorry about that. Senzo was dispossessed of his firearm. Is that what you said? Ms. Mshololo, I mustn't misquote you. Was at some stage dispossessed of the firearm and shot by an intruder. You can't dispute that. Is that how you put it?
The other way around, my lord.
Senzo, my lord.
You didn't put it that way.
No, I don't remember that. Referring to Senzo.
You're saying who disarmed? You can't dispute that somebody was disarmed. Who was disarmed?
The suspect.
That's the point. The suspects were disarmed. Are you with me?
As the court is.
That's it. So that version is mutually destructive of the very thing you had put earlier, that no suspects ever entered. But subsequently, there's a mutually assertive and destructive version which is put that one of the suspects, you can't dispute it, could have dispossessed the firearm and shot at Senzo. Yeah, how do you explain that?
Nami kuyangixaka lokho ukuthi u-advocate Mshololo ube kuthathaphi lokho ngoba phela sangenelwa abantu endlini and mina ngangise bathroom ngenkathi esedutshulo mangizwa leso sibhamu esishaye yena, so ukuthi mhlambe nami ngibalwa lapho angazi akacacisanga futhi.
It also baffles me, my lord, as to where Advocate Mshololo got that from, because there were intruders, and also, my lord, I was in the bathroom when that shot went off. As to whether I'm also counted amongst those, I don't know.
And if uyakholelwa yilokho ngicela ukuthi alethe iproof la icourt siyibone sonke ukuthi nangempela khona wafika wathatha isibhamu kanjani wayesedu kulusenzo.
And if she really believes that, I would then request or ask that she brings that proof to the court so that we are all able to see as to indeed that someone was dispossessed and so a Senzo was shot.
Could you just play photo numbers 18 and 19? I think it's exhibit 18 and 19, Mr. Baloyi. Is that the ones? 18 and 19 at the door. Is it D, 18 and 19? Sorry, just take this.
Yes, 18 and 19 of Exhibit D.
On the screen there. Yeah, 18, 19. Yeah, that's the one there. Sorry, ma'am, that photo, what does it show?
Ukreka komnyango
The cracking of the door
Is it from outside or from inside?
ngaphakathi.
inside.
Do you know what caused that cracking?
Ukuqala le cracking yayingekho all along kodwa kwathi mase sibuye esibhedlela ila sibone khona.
Firstly, my lord, that cracking wasn't there all along, but when we came back from hospital, then we saw it.
But that door is the kitchen door.
Yebo my lord.
That's correct, my lord.
Khona futhi njengoba sisese kulesi sithombe my lord ebengifuna ukuchaza uadvocate Mshololo ukhulume ngestatement sikakhaya ncatshe.
Okay, we'll come.
There's also another thing I would like to explain, my lord. Advocate Mshololo referred to Kaya Ngache's statement.
Yeah, I will come to that. Let's finish with photo number 19. And what do you see there in photo number 19?
Umnyango uhlahlekile futhi kuyabonakala ukuthi kusha.
The door, my lord, is damaged and it's quite obvious that it's new.
What caused that? Can you know?
Ucabanga kwami ibullet.
My thinking is that it's a bullet, my lord.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you're saying there's one thing you want to...
Khona isithombe I think 18.
18,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
U-advocate Mshololo ubekhuluma ngesikakhaya la bengichaza khona ukuthi indlu yasekhaya kitchen ime kanjani amafastera futhi ame kanjani.
Yes.
Where I was explaining, my lord, when I was consulted with Kaya Ngache's statement, where I was then given an explanation as to how our door is as well as the windows.
Njengoba sibona ukuthi kune curtain elilenga lapha.
As we can see that there's the curtain that's hanging there.
Umuntu ongaphandle akulula ukuthi abone ukuthi kwenzakalani ngaphakathi.
It is not easy for someone who's outside to see as to what's happening inside.
Okwesibili futhi kuno stop nonsense esidivide kwamakhelwane nasekhaya.
And there is this wall, my lord, in the township being referred to as the stop nonsense that divides our house as well as the neighbors.
Mina
This is the one on page 5, page 6 and 5. Just show him there. Is that the one?
isona lesi
Yes, my lord.
So Kaya's house or home is on the other side.
yebo kuboka khaya futhi ngicela
That's correct,
sibuke
my lord.
nokuthi amafastela wakuboka khaya ame kanjani.
Let's also see how their windows are, my lord. That is Kaya's home's windows.
This stop nonsense, as you call it. Okay, we can see that it's a demarcation wall.
Yebo kunjalo. So mina mangime ngaphandle angikwazi ukubona kuboka khaya ngokupheleleyo kumele ngize ngimemeze angikwazi ukubona.
When I'm standing outside in my home, my lord, I'm not able to see at Kaya's home in full. I have to shout or to scream out.
And vice versa with him. Can you actually stand on the other side? And if you have ever seen him do that, if you haven't, no problem.
Mayengale kubo kumele azaphumele ngaphandle.
When he is that side, my lord, he has to come out.
And then mina kumele ngibe semnyango wasekitchen phezulu njengoba bese ngichazile ukuthi kune platform ana ethile okwazi ukuthi sikwazi ukubonana kahle mina
And
naye.
then I have to be outside, my lord. As I've already mentioned, there's that step I referred to. So for me and him to be able to see each other.
Unless ke mhlambe njengoba futhi nibone ukuthi stop nonsense masilokhu sehla siba sincane siba sifishane.
Or unless, as you would know or see, that the stop nonsense would then at times go down, my lord, and become shorter.
Okay, any questions arising from the later version she has placed before court? Mr. Ram, Mr. Messi, Khumalo?
Thank you, my lord, I have none, thank you.
No questions.
No questions. Okay, the other aspect I want to touch on, it's about Mapiri. We say he's a direct opposite neighbor.
Opposite kuboka khaya kodwa mawubheke ngasekhaya kusezantsi nje kodwa direct.
It's direct opposite Kaya's home, my lord, but when you're at my house, it's just down.
How many houses down? This is your house, as it's shown there. You go down.
Indle eyodwa nje.
One house,
Thina khona
one house.
sibhekane naye kwangathi babhekane noMaphiri. So mawusuka kuleyo ndlu indle eyodwa nje leyo ndlu mawuyibala bese kwa mama.
It's just one house. From my home, you face that house, and then at the Ngaches, you face Mapiri's house, my lord.
And you say, after the shooting was over, as you say, the first house you went to is which one?
Ngaya kwa Maphiri.
Mapiri's house, my lord.
And you said, where was she standing? Was she inside the house? Oh, where was she standing?
Wayephambi kwe washing line ngoba ngiyakhumbula ukuthi yonke into esayikhuluma sasiku washing line noma memeza uNthabiseng kwakulula ukuthi amemeza ngoba uNthabiseng wayesestradini sasiphambi kwe washing line.
In front of the washing line, my lord, because and everything that we spoke about it right there. And even when she was calling out Nthabiseng, because Nthabiseng was in the street, it was very easy for her to call Nthabiseng.
Did she say anything about you?
Sorry, my
I
lord.
don't want to put words into your mouth. Mapiri, did she say anything about the incident to you? Anything you can think of?
Ha my lord.
No, my lord.
You are the one who told her about the incident.
Yes,
Mina
my lord.
ngingamchazela yonke into waqala ke waphenika wakhala ngathi mina akafonela amaphoyisa noma iambulance waphenika wakhala wamemeza uNthabiseng.
I'm the one who relayed everything to her, my lord, and then she started to panic, asking her to call the police and the ambulance. Then she started to panic, cried, and called Nthabiseng.
Wayesethi uNthabiseng uyena okumele afone ngoba
And then-
nayo yaphenika.
And then she said Ntabiseng should be the one to call because she was also panicking.
But what also deludes me, the neighbors, didn't they see anybody running along the street, either up or down?
My lord, engikholelwa yikhona ukuthi
You mustn't tell me what they told you.
cha engikholelwa yikhona ukuthi bakhona omakhelwane babathathe amaphoyisa athathe i-statement zabo ukuthi zithini angikho sure.
What I believe in, Maloto, what I know is that there are neighbors from whom the police took statements. As to what is contained or what they said in those statements, I don't know.
Because it's amazing, in the location, the person just vanishes.
Ngoba ke mangazi ukuthi nje umuntu afike nje adruke
Abondaba bagcwele kanje. No. Just that, not even one person who said, I saw somebody jumping a fence, ebokaya, or that type of thing. Nobody saw anything.
Ngikholelwa ukuthi bakhona ababonayo
Okay.
ngandlela thile.
I believe that there are those who saw in a particular way,
Kodwa
sorry,
i-statement zabo azikafundwa la
Oh, I
enkantolo.
see.
but their statements haven't been read out here in court.
Okay, thanks. All Mr. Baloyi.
That's all, my lord.
Is a witness excused?
Indeed, my lord.
Okay, thanks ever so much for your assistance.
Thank you.
Yebo.